Quincy High School, where tonight the North Quincy Red Raiders will play host to the Quincy Presidents and boys high school basketball action. My name is Jonathan Clare, and thanks for tuning into this edition of a joint production of QATV and North Quincy High School TV Sports. Okay, my name is Jonathan Clare, being joined by Jim Timmons. And Jim, this is game number 2 of a doubleheader here tonight at North Quincy. We saw the Quincy girls and North Quincy girls play a great game with the Presidents coming out on top, and probably anticipating another great game here today between the two schools again.
Yeah, we're certainly hopeful. We'll see what happens tonight. We're going to turn it over for player introductions here, John, and then we'll come back with some comments on tonight's game.
So J.J. Nayamke, Athletic Director for North Quincy High School, will be our PA announcer here tonight, and we'll turn it over to him for our, as Jim said, player introductions.
And behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon school or security officials. And now the lineups for each school, starting first with the visiting president.
I'm so disappointed when I found out you were
Number 12, Drew Halsgrove. Number 20, Derek Little. Number 25, Tresor Camilo. And number 30, Corbino Ofori Barima. And number 33, Adam Reinhardt. And number 36, David Peck. And now, the starting lineup for your North Quincy Red Raiders. Starting at guard, number 5, Tyler. Starting at guard, junior number 10, Steve. Starting at center, senior number 22, Quincy Starting at forward, junior number 23, Aku Uku. Starting at guard, senior captain number 25, and coach for the Raiders, Kevin Barrett. And now at this time, I ask that you all please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem being performed by North Quincy's own Rima Zerdy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job there by North Quincy student Rima Zergan on the national anthem. Real quick, run down these starting lineups for both teams. First for Quincy High School, number 12, Drew Polsgrove, senior. Number 20, Derek Little, senior. Number 25, Tresor Kalua, senior. Number 30, Kwabena Ofori Barima, senior. And number 33, Adam Reinhardt, senior. And now for North Quincy.
Colby St. Marie, senior, forward.
Tyler Lee, junior guard.
Steve Dalla, junior, guard.
Aaron Hong, senior, shooting guard.
Agu Ugu, class of 2021, forward.
So that's the starting lineups for both teams as we get underway here.
We should explain, John, the starting lineups. We have the North Quincy video because that was prepared by the students here at North Quincy High, operating out of their studio. So we're hopeful the Quincy High folks will return the favor. Some of the students should be aware that this opportunity is available to them as well. We'd be happy to cooperate. We're underway.
All right, Paulsgrove controls the tip for the Presidents. And Barima is going to get called for the foul to try and make some space, and Aaron Hung was right there. Steve Dowell will bring it up over now to Tyler Lee for North Quincy. Ugu looks down low for Colby St. Marie, and it's going to get blocked. Over there was Reinhardt and also Derek Little. Little jump hook, and it's good. Nice job there by Derek Little to start the game for the Presidents.
Little's been an effective scorer for Quincy High this year, John. A nice season as a football player as well.
Lee open in the corner. He's going to shoot the three, and no good there. Little comes down with the rebound, gives it off to Paulsgrove. Paulsgrove gives it off to Barima. And it goes out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Kalua who went off of bounds.
Tell you, there's a lot of big athletes out on the floor, John. It's pretty tight around the lane as all these guys set up.
Fight for the rebound. St. Marie comes down with it for North Quincy.
Yeah, St. Marie's strong and burly, takes up some room in the lane, I'll tell you. You know what's interesting? Both sides, the boys are very tentative here coming out of the gate.
Tyler Lee driving in the paint and can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be controlled there by Adam Reinhardt, for the Presidents. Holsgrove turnaround jumper, that's no good. Hung comes down with the rebound.
A nice rebound by Hung. He really elevated on that one.
Lee just inside the three-point line, hits it. That's a two.
Tell you what, folks, number 5, Tyler Lee, get a look at those sneakers. You better be able to back them up, you know.
So there's a lot of colorful sneakers on the floor, especially for North Quincy. Quickly up the other way to Aaron Hung, and he's going to get a 2 points there for North Quincy as well. And a quick timeout called by Coach Dave Parry for the Presidents. North Quincy with a 4-2 lead early on here in the first quarter.
Yeah, early on, both sides playing a little tentative, John, I must say. I'm a little surprised by that because they know each other. This is always a big game. Oh, we got a little performance a tumble performance by some of the cheerleading squad from North Quincy. That was nicely done. But I was going to say that they're playing a little bit hesitant coming out, and normally you don't see that when North and Quincy get together. The boys are familiar with each other, and there's no lack of aggression in this city in the high school athletes. So let's see if things get resolved here after the early timeout. Kids get they shake the pre-game jitters. So North Quincy is going to come out with a little full court pressure. Looks like they're set up at a 2-2-1. And I mentioned in the girls' game, a 2-2-1 is more of the type of press you use to control tempo. It's not a pressure defense. Just trying to take some time off the 30-second clock and disrupt the flow of the other team, and North successfully did that.
All right, several substitutions in for the Presidents. Dave Perry started all seniors coming out, and coming out now with his normal starting 5.
Nice
Down low for
job
St.
by
Marie.
St. Marie. Terrific job there by St. Marie.
All right, St. Marie puts it in. He's going to go to the line to shoot 1.
He established position, got a terrific pass, and there he finishes the old-fashioned 3. And North Quincy stretches it to 7-2 here.
Full court pressure here by North Quincy. Conyers is going to go out of bounds. So in and out of the game for Quincy is Conyers, Benny Wynn, Dylan Lopes, Will Cook, and Jordan Edge.
Yeah, and that's what that 2-2-1 can do for you there. You create turnover opportunities. North Quincy forcing an errant pass there and looking to stretch their lead.
Hung's going to shoot the 3, and it's good. Aaron Hung, 3 points for North Quincy, gives them a 10-2 lead.
I'm going to scratch Aaron off the roster of guys who was playing a little hesitant. Aaron's really got some bounce in his step, and it's been very aggressive early on.
Benny Nguyen open for 3 in the corner, can't get it to go, a little too much. And Dalla's going to lead the break now for North Quincy. Lopes almost took it away, but it goes into the hands of Tyler Lee. Right place at the right time for Lee. Hung open again in the 3, and that one's too much. Fight for the loose ball, and goes out of bounds off St. Marie. Quincy ball. We're going to take a look at Hung's 3-point shot here on the replay. It was a nice pass there by Lee, and Hung, no hesitation, turned and drains it. 10-2, 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And the 10-second violation is going to be called against the Presidents. That full court pressure there by North Quincy creates another turnover.
Last time down the floor, John, they didn't get it over until 9 seconds had passed. That time a violation. So this 2-2-1 creating a little hesitancy on the part of Quincy.
Hung again in the corner for 3, can't get it to go. Union came out for some defensive pressure there. Rebound and control by Quincy. Yavu's up now for the Presidents. Off to Will Cook. Lopes driving in, and it's going to get blocked, and they're going to call, looks like St. Marie for the foul. We'll see who it gets called against. Actually, it's going to be called against number 10, Dalla.
Yeah.
Looked like St. Marie might have gotten some ball, and Steve Dalla got the hand of Lopes. So Dylan Lopes will go to the line to shoot 2.
There's a large student contingent here. Maybe we can get one of our cameras on that just to show behind the, it will be the visitor basket in the second half. The stands are completely packed, which is terrific. The arena is completely full. I don't think you'd find a seat here, and it's nice to see tonight. And then we've got people under the hoop as well. Well, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Quincy's only down 6, even though they've had a very balky start to the game, John.
Dalla with the ball, looking down low for Agu Ugwu. And a tough shot there by Ugwu, and he can't get it to go. Coming down with a rebound, Jordan Edge for the Presidents. Derek Little's checked back in for the Presidents. Edge going strong to the hole, can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, nice take to the hoop there, and that's smart. Most coaches in a game like this, when you're having your issues, you tell your players to take the ball to the hoop. And Dave Perry, you can tell, did that. Last couple of possessions, the guys have been taking the ball into the lane, trying to create foul opportunities, get you to the foul line. And it slows things down, calms things down. It's a great way to regroup, and it's working for Quincy here. They've cut the lead to 10-6, and they're starting to get their feet under them, you can see.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And North on top, 10-6. Lee looking down low for St. Marie. Nice kick out. Dollar shoots the wide open three, and he hits it. Steve Dollar for three. 13-6 now. North Quincy on top. North Quincy coming with full court pressure. Yavuz is able to get it across up to Drew Paulsgrove. He dribbles in and a little too much. Rebounded there by Derek Little, and he can't get the rebound to go. Tyler Lee quickly coming up and finds Hung, and he puts it up and in.
Really pretty transition there on that play.
Jordan Edge lost the ball for the Presidents, was trying to dribble in. Looked like North might have gotten a hand in there. Tyler Lee, he's open for three, and can't get it to go. St. Marie with a tip, can't get it to go. Controlled by Derek Little. Nice job there by Little to get the rebound.
I gotta tell you, I would love to get a camera on these North Quincy fans. They're definitely the sixth man here tonight, and they are really into the game. They're making a lot of noise. It's terrific to see. The
Lopes a long
Quincy
three.
students.
No good there by Lopes. Steve Dollar brings it up for North Quincy. Ugu, nice handed off to St. Marie, and he can't get it to go, but he got fouled by Derek Little, and St. Marie will go to the line to shoot two.
Really nice job just grinding that one down. They worked the ball very methodically inside, got it to St. Marie, who made a pretty move down below the block. It's a good little foul shooter too. When a guy like St. Marie who gets to the line a lot, you want to see him sticking them, and he is early here.
Jordan Davis checks in for the Presidents as St. Marie hits both from the line. 17-6, Red Raiders on top. And ball's taken away there by North Quincy, and Ugu will lay it up and in for an easy two.
Dollar with a terrific pass there. I mean, North Quincy's just doing a terrific job of what's referred to as transition basketball, John. As soon as they get their hands on the ball, boom. There's a shot of this North Quincy fan base here. It's all students, and they're a terrifically active group. They've been on their feet, they've been making a lot of noise, they're doing a great job, and it's one of the reasons I'm sure that the electricity in the gym here has got some of the players a little jittery. But they're doing a nice job of playing the role of sixth man here tonight. And North Quincy is feeding off the energy. They've got a 19-6 lead here in the first quarter. Really looking solid, John.
1:21 left to go here in the quarter. As you said, Jim, North on top 19-6. Aaron Hung has 7 points for the Red Raiders. St. Marie has 5. Steve Dollar with 3. Tyler Lee and Agu Ugu have 2. So all the starters in the scorebook for North Quincy already.
Yeah, that's a good point. 5 guys in the scorebook. Excellent point.
All right, Quincy gets it across. Little was trying to skip past it through the middle, and Ugu read it and takes it away.
Tell you, this Dalla is an interesting guy. He appears to be moving very slowly, but it's controlled, it's effortless, and he does an excellent job of seeing the floor. We saw him stick a three-pointer. He's just very controlled, a lot of energy.
All right, St. Marie will go to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. That last foul, they call it on Yavuz for the Presidents. And around the rim and out on that one for Colby St. Marie. Under a minute to go now here in the quarter. Yavuz hands it off to Jordan Davis. Davis in, and it's going to get blocked there by St. Marie. 9 on the shot clock will remain Quincy ball.
Little dribble penetration. North's man-to-man defense has been very effective, John. Thus far, Quincy hasn't really attacked it with any picks or anything. There's been A lot of dribbling and perimeter ball movement.
Jackson Zhao is checked in for Colby St. Marie, number 12 for Zhao. Shot there, no good for the three, rebounded by Steve Dalla. North Quincy can hold for the final shot if they wish.
Yeah, Dalla took a look at the clock. He's aware of the time.
Hung open in the corner for three, and he hits it. Nice pass there by Tyler Lee to find Aaron Hung. Lopes quickly dribbling it up, 2 in the shot clock. And nice job there by Quincy to get it in. Number 24, Jordan Edge, just beats the buzzer.
Yeah, terrific job. Excellent job by the Presidents. There was the big three-pointer by Aaron Hung, and Quincy just came right back down the court. There's the three, he buries it. Look at the fans on their feet. They made a lot of noise there. And then right back down the court came Quincy, and to their credit here, the North Quincy replay crew refuses to show that Quincy President buzzer-beating layup. So nice job in the control room, Red Raider video folks. And here we have a nice shot of the Red Raider cheerleaders out.
I'm not sure if they said they have that, Jim, or not. Let me see if they actually do have it or not.
Now, we just saw City Councilor Dave McCarthy, former school committeeman, Ward 1 City Councilor, so he's got the Quincy High constituency. He's probably got some Red Raider constituents too, though. And there's the student section. I wish they knew they were on camera because they're really a robust group. It's terrific to see, and you like to see this stuff. It helps build school spirit, helps the kids feel good about their school, and this is definitely the atmosphere here you get here at North Quincy High. Great group. We're back underway here, starting the second quarter with North Quincy.
And nice job there. Benny Newingans checked back in for the Presidents. He tips that away, and the Presidents will control. Drew Paulsgrove back in as well for the Presidents. Paulsgrove working against Hung. Nice look down low. Benny Newingans is able to find Drew Paulsgrove.
Yeah, that was a little better ball movement that time. They get it low and hooped by Paulsgrove, right?
Hung again in the corner for three, and he hits it. Aaron Hung, another three-pointer. Either corner, Jim, he's been hitting them here tonight.
Oh yeah, and he's got the fans out of their minds here. There's definitely an Aaron Huang group.
Steve Dollar, a long three, that's no good. Fight for the rebound, controlled by Derek Little. Little went up high to get that one.
Yeah, Dollar trying to get into all the excitement here. He sees the response to the Huang three-pointers, Hung's three-pointers rather, and is looking to get in on that action. Here he is.
Here he is again, can't get it to go. And Union comes down with a rebound for the Presidents. Tanya Vuz for the Presidents. Junior captain is Yavuz. And he's going to get fouled at the top of the key by number 12, Jackson Zhao.
Yeah, Zhao got out there a little late. Dropped his hips into the travel lane there of the ball handler, and so going to be the third team foul on North in this second quarter. First half, rather. First in the second quarter.
Yavuz, he finds Paulsgrove in the corner for three, and this time he hits it.
So he comes in, he's got 5 points for Quincy. He's trying to give him a little bit of a spark here. Quincy's trailing 26-13. Nice penetration. Terrific job.
Take a look at the last replay here on the Quincy shot by Paulsgrove. And you can see it was a nice dribble drive there by Yavuz. Drew the defense in, and Paulsgrove hits the three.
Looks like the guys in the control room took what I was saying to heart. We don't need to present balanced coverage. You leave that to John and me. Dalla hits the first and the second. So nice job by Dalla. I like his game, John. Steve Dalla, very composed, smooth ball player here.
Full court pressure again. This time Quincy's able to break it. And just as I say that, ball gets loose and into the hands of Tyler Lee. Lee trying to go coast to coast and almost had a circus shot there, but still remains North Quincy ball. Dalla, nice move. He can't get it to go, but right there, Kobe St. Marie is checked back in, is able to put it in.
That was some great stuff there. Just relentless. North Quincy and the penetration. Right there. Oh, great no-look pass.
And Derek Little can't finish it off, but Lopes had a great no-look pass there, Jim, as you said.
Yeah, terrific pass by Lopes.
5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. North Quincy on top 30-13. 15 on the shot clock. Ugu at the top of the key for three and gets a friendly roll for good.
Ugu with a big three. Boy, he's got some dimension to his game. He's been playing inside, and the thought that he can hit a three. We were talking to Martin Dunham, who's one of the assistant coaches before the game, one of the North assistants, and he said that these guys, they can all shoot from outside, they can all penetrate, they can all play semi-big, and that's what we've seen with the Red Raiders so far.
Nice move there by Dylan Lopes, goes strong to the hole, and he'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Lopes looking really athletic out there. Made a nice no-look pass earlier. Very impressed by. And let's see how he does from the foul line.
Makes the first. So Lopes makes both.
Looks good.
33-15 with 4:27 left to go. Kobe St. Marie working down low and can't get it to go. Ball comes out. Eddie Nguyen's in for North Quincy. And that shot there, no good.
We're at 4 minutes, Sean. North Quincy's up 33-15. And I'll tell you what, this young man here, Dylan Lopes, he's starting to feel it a little bit. You can see him a little more in the flow. Quincy's got to get him the ball a little more frequently here offensively against this North man-to-man.
Nice move down there by Derek Little. Got the pass from Kanyavuz in from him for the assist.
Yeah, that looked like the type of hook shot you'd see back in the 60s. Nice job by Little, who's hanging tough down low against some big guys.
Strong take to the hole by number 3, Eddie Nguyen, for the Red Raiders. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be President's ball with 3:20 left to go in the second quarter.
North's taken off its full court pressure and is going straight man-to-man defensively. A little bit of a change by Coach Barrett.
Paulsgrove inside the line for a long two.
Yeah, Paulsgrove's come in and really given them a big lift, the senior guard. You like to see seniors stepping up in the this crosstown game. Nice steal at the foul line there.
Quincy can cut it to single digits here with a 3. Eddie Nguyen drives the baseline and up and in. Nice move there by Nguyen. And Coach Kevin Barrett's going to call a timeout for North Quincy as Quincy has gone on a little bit of a run here, Jim.
Yeah, good timeout by Barrett. Quincy has calmed down. They're in their flow offensively. We'll expect North to come back with some pressure.
I think we have a replay of that last basket there by Nguyen as he goes baseline.
Yeah, nice dribble penetration along the baseline, reverse layup, well done. And as soon as that hoop goes in, you see Barrett up getting the timeout. You can tell he didn't want to call a timeout. he was trying to let the boys solve it out here, but that has not occurred. We'll expect North to perhaps come back with some more pressure, John.
Yeah, Quincy's gone on a 9-0 run. It was 33-13, and then Quincy, like I said, 9-0 run here to make it 33-22.
Coach Barrett sticking with a certain core group of guys. That's what we anticipated. Quincy with pressure that North very easily handled.
Colby St. Marie finds himself wide open down low, and he gets it to go. St. Marie turned around, was expecting a defender there, and was surprised that no one was there and was able to put it in. Saw the timeout. North was able to stop the bleeding and get a bucket of their own. Dylan Lopes driving in and can't get it to go. Puts his own tip in though. Great job there by Dylan Lopes to tip it up and in.
Boy, I like Dylan's game. He is aggressive and smooth, and
St. Marie finds Aaron Hung opening for three in the corner, and he sticks it.
Aaron Hung looking to heat up here in the final 2 minutes. That'd be huge for the Red Raiders.
Hung with 16 points so far here tonight.
Yeah. And he's got 15 of them from the same spot on the floor.
Down low for Derek Little for the Presidents. He kicks it back out, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. .120 left to go in the quarter. Dalla shoots the three, and that's good. Steve Dalla stepped right up, saw the opening, and took it. Lopes going strong to the hole, loses his dribble, kicks it out to Benny Nguyen though, and in and out for Nguyen. Derek Little, nice rebound. His little jump hook is no good. Ball goes out of bounds off North Quincy with 50 seconds to go here in the quarter. Coach Kevin Barrett's going to try to get a substitution in. Nico Mortel comes in, number 1 for the Red Raiders. And Jordan Edge, number 24 for the Presidents, checks in as well.
Not a bad substitution by Coach Barrett. He's getting Dalla out. Doesn't want to pick up a silly foul here to win the half. So
15 on the shot clock for the Presidents. Paulsgrove shoots the three and can't get it to go. Goes out of bounds. There's 30.2 seconds left, so the shot clock, I was going to say the shot clock will go, but it will not go. They keep it off. Ugwu open from the corner for three, no good. And nice rebound there by Mortel, but he can't get the pass, and it's taken away by the Presidents. 15 seconds to go here in the quarter. Dylan Lopes for the ball now for the Presidents. Drives in and can't get it to go, but he got fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 with 8 on the game clock.
Well, Lopes and Paulsgrove have just done a terrific job of putting the Presidents on their backs and carrying them back into this ball game. Lopes misses the first. I perhaps should have left Dylan alone while he shot his foul shots. But they've done a terrific job of getting the Presidents back in the ball game. The lead's at 16, but it had been higher. So with 5 seconds left, let's see what they do here.
Long three, Aaron Hung, and he hits it. And last second shot there by Dylan Lopes, no good. But Aaron Hung puts an exclamation point at the end of the half. And we'll take a look at the replay here real quick of the shot.
Hung is out of his mind here tonight, folks. That is well beyond an NBA three-pointer.
He was
And
right at the
drained it. It was at the seat.
I was yeah. So big shot there, and again an exclamation point for North Quincy at the end of the half, and they're going to take a 44-25 lead into the locker room here at the half. Well, I'll say Jim and I will take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with second half coverage in just one moment. Welcome back, everyone, to North Quincy High School. We're at the half. The Red Raiders lead the Presidents by a score of 44-25. First, real quick, we'll run down the scores for the Quincy Presidents. Leading the way with 8 points was Drew Paulsgrove. And Dylan Lopes had 7. Derek Little and Jordan Edge each had 4. And Benny Nguyen had 2. For North Quincy, leading the way with 19 points was Aaron Hung. He was on fire from three-point range. Colby St. Marie had 10. Steve Dollar with 8. Agu Ugwu with 5. And Tyler Lee with 2. So all 5 starters in the scorebook for the Red Raiders. Are underway here now in the third quarter. Kanyuvuz for the Presidents will kick things off. Trying to drive in. And he gets a nice friendly roll there for Yavuz to start things off for 2.
Yeah, and they're going to counter with pressure as well.
Ball almost got taken away from behind by Paulsgrove, but North Quincy's able to control. St. Marie, and St. Marie's going to get called for the play control foul. Benny Nguyen sticks in there and picks up the foul. Nice job there by Nguyen. North Quincy coming with pressure of their own. Quincy able to break it. Nguyen off the glass and in. Nice job there by Benny Nguyen. 2 good plays at both ends of the floor.
So quick little 4-0 run and little momentum swing for the Presidents, John.
And 10-second violation called against North Quincy.
Well, I had mentioned before how impressed I was at the pace that Steve Dollar played at, but that time it came back to haunt a little. So early timeout by Coach Barrett. Try to settle things down here, John.
We'll take a look at the replay on Benny Nguyen's shot down low here, Jim, as he comes down the floor.
Nice job. Nice pull up, and he used the backboard. I had mentioned he was kind of in no man's land there. Once you get in underneath the, below the foul line, it's a tough area to hit shots from, and generally speaking, you want to use the backboard, and he did there. Nice shot of the cheerleaders. The North cheerleaders have been working hard all game here and doing a terrific job. They've had some little gymnastic presentations, and they're doing a really terrific job of keeping the fans, who are all amped up anyway, pretty pumped.
All right, North Quincy on top, 44-29.
I had a nice chat further chat at halftime with Councilor Dave McCarthy. Dave, a big basketball aficionado. He played himself, and at the next break, I'm going to tell you all his nickname in high school. Nice block.
Agu Ugwu goes up to get the block off number 24, Jordan Edge. Edge thought he might have had a little bit of a height as he got there, but Ugwu went up and met him.
Yeah, Ugwu did a terrific job. Perfect timing, all ball. Nicely done. Nice look down low to Ugwu.
He can't finish, but Colby St. Marie's right there to pick things up and put it in.
So North countered after the timeout with a nice penetration. Look inside.
Nice move there by Nguyen again. Able to avoid the cutting North Quincy defender and puts it up and in for 2. Tyler Lee looking down low, and ball is going to get deflected out of bounds by Derek Little. Nice defense there by Little.
Yeah, a great look inside by Tyler Lee. You can tell what Coach Barrett said. Let's get the ball down low. Let's hit some layups.
Aaron Hung, his first 3 attempt for the quarter is no good.
Well, my money's on Hung to reignite the pilot there. He was on fire in the first half.
Yeah, he had 19 in the half. 10 on the shot clock for the Presidents. Edge working in, and another block there by Ugwu, but he can't hold on to it. And Quincy's going to get a fresh shot clock as that ball went off the rim and then out of bounds.
I don't know, I think that might be a mistaken reset, but in any event, Ugwu with terrific timing. That's twice now.
Strong cut to the hole by Khan Yavuz, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, this could be number 3 on Steve Dalla, which is going to force the hand of Coach Barrett to make a decision here, because Dalla's a critical guy offensively running the show, and I'm sure he's not happy that he's picked up his 3rd. Now Benny Nguyen, who gave the team a big lift, is out, and back is Dylan Lopes.
One or two from the line for Yavuz. 46-32. Red Raiders on top. Little went for the steal, but it could not come up with it. Dalla, he's going to shoot the 3. He's open, and he hits it.
North back with this little 2-2-1 pressure. Quincy has had more trouble with the pressure than North has had. Oh, Dalla! What a take to the hoop there, John. Terrific.
What a play there by Steve Dalla. He'll go to line for a 3-point play.
Terrific body control.
We'll take a look at the replay real quick before he shoots a 3 throw.
Yeah.
And Dalla,
I don't know that we're going to call this artistic. We're catching the back end of it. Too bad we missed that, because I can't say that Dalla looked like Mr. Lopes there, floating through the air, but he controlled his body. He did a great job. He hit the foul shot, so terrific work by Dalla.
speaking of Lopes, he comes down and gets shot blocked there by St. Marie. Nguyen open for 3 at the corner, at the top of the key. He hits it.
I don't know how that earlier play wasn't a jump ball. I'm not sure what happened there, but
52-35, North Quincy on top still. Quincy's tried to go on a couple small runs here, but North Quincy has answered each time. And again, comes back Steve Dalla.
Boy, has he got a nice game. Nice little jump stop in the lane. Terrific finish.
Edge was going strong to the hole, but he found himself a little bit too deep. And quickly up down the other end of the court, Aaron Hung. He can't get it to go, but a foul's going to be called on Quincy and remain North Quincy ball. Yavuz will get called for his foul, his 4th, excuse me.
Yeah, that's big for Quincy in terms of, having to take Yavuz out. He's been a real contributor here, very solid. Barrett's going to get a timeout. Just review a couple of things offensively, because the boys are starting to pick up the pace again. I'm sure he wants to slow it down a little.
I think we got a replay here, Jim, as well to take a look at.
See, there's that little jump stop by Dalla in the lane, and the nice finish. Really terrific. I mentioned during the break that I had been talking to Dave McCarthy. Dave played high school ball at BC High. At least that's what he would call it, but his nickname when he was at BC High, and I think it's important that all his Quincy fans know this, was Hacksaw. He approached basketball the same way he approached politics. Relentless persistence. And Dave was well known. I left BC High in '75 in May. I graduated, and Dave McCarthy arrived with a group of guys in September of '75 to take over the school, and they did. He was the class of '79. They had good basketball, great football, and Dave fit right in. He brought that Howe's Neck work ethic and earned the name Hacksaw over on Morrison Boulevard. So we'll see if that shows up in one of his next political ads. Oh, off the glass.
Tyler Lee with a three, as you said, off the glass. 57-35. Quincy comes right back, and it's going to be out of bounds off Quincy. Lopes was trying to save it, Ken out. Jordan Davis checks in for the Presidents. Ugu, nice look down low for Dalla, and Dalla finishes it off. Steve Dalla up to 18 points now for the Red Raiders.
He's just got such an impressive game, Dalla. Just very smooth, and I had used a word described Fallon Hines, that she was it's close on the name. Fallon Hoban in the first game. And it somewhat applies, the same concept applies to Dalla. He's just unruffleable. He moves at a certain speed and finishes smoothly. He's a nice counterbalance to Mr. Hung, who's all fire and brimstone and three-point launches.
Ugu looking down low for Tyler Lee,
Nice
and he
job.
finishes it off.
So North just pounding the ball inside relentlessly. The last 5 hoops have been layups, John. They're really working the ball inside. I like what Coach Barrett did. He got a timeout, and he settled the team down, and he told them, I want you to move the ball, and I want to see you getting it inside. And they have done that. Whoa.
Dalla will get called for the travel as he was trying to drive in.
Yeah, that was actually a good call. Dalla trying to avoid the charge call because he's got 3 fouls on him.
Wide open down the other end of the court, and they're going to say a travel on Jordan Davis.
Davis just getting in and getting the ball. That was a bad mix for him, a bad blend. He traveled in his eagerness. So he'll get in the flow here, I'm sure. But he was not on that play.
Nice look down low for Colby St. Marie, and it looks like a block behind from Davis. Hugan quickly brings it up. Lopes to the top of the key, gets it over to Davis. Davis looking for some help, gets it off to Drew Paulsgrove. He shoots the 2, that's no good. Fight for the rebound into the hands of Colby St. Marie.
I got to tell you, Quincy has not had too many second chances here tonight, John. North has been terrific on the boards. They've boxed out well, and they've rebounded very...
St. Marie drives in and count it. He'll go to line for a 3-point play.
Nice penetration there. I was going to say they rebounded very authoritatively.
Take a look at the replay of St. Marie's drive down into the hole.
Watch St. Marie, and you'll see the defenders step in at the end. Here comes the defender, and he's a little late. Well, he's
Very close.
been in the half loop there. St. Marie missed that foul shot. He's been terrific from the foul line all night.
63-35, Red Raider lead. Lopes, he drives in. Can't get that to go, a little too strong off the boards. And Ugu, as he's trying to drive up, he's going to get fouled by Davis.
Man, I got to tell you, Ugu, he went up, rebounded with authority, and then he took the ball in traffic down the court. I mean, he just showed a lot of dimension to his game on that play. That was terrific stuff.
Checking in for the first time tonight, number 24, Cole Geary for the Red Raiders.
We all know that name from talking football this past season.
Also checking back in for the Presidents is Kwabena Afori Barima, excuse me. And Derek Little with a big block there. Speaking of football from this past season for the Presidents, ball goes out of bounds. Look down low for Geary, and it's going to be a loose ball, and it's going to be Quincy ball.
Yeah, Geary working really hard to get position down low. And that time he lost his footing. Oh, what a play there by Tyler Lee.
Loose ball goes out of bounds, and be President's ball with 1:09 left to go in the third quarter.
Lee intercepted the ball and then passed it all in one motion. Terrific stuff by Lee.
Lopes quickly coming down the court.
Terrific
He goes
stuff.
coast to coast. He gets fouled, and he'll go to line to shoot too.
Not quite sure who was yapping first, but don't want to see that stuff going on.
All right, Lopes at the line for two. Makes the first.
Well, Loeb's doing an excellent job of calming himself down there. He got into a little yappiness there with Colm Geary after their collision. He's now facing the hostile North Quincy fans, and he drains both foul shots. Well done by Lopes. Best way to answer.
Checking in Ethan Gow, number 0 for the Red Raiders. Gow, a sophomore. Lee, high rainbow shot to get over Derek Little's arms, can't get it to go. Barima with the rebound for the Presidents. Nguyen, strong drive to the hole, and up and in. Nice take there by Benny Nguyen.
Benny Nguyen's been the one guy for Quincy who's really played with aggression, and he's showed no hesitation at all to take the ball to the hoop. That was a great dribble penetration, and he went up with authority. Well done.
Hung shoots the three, and it's good.
Well, Mr. Hung coming back here, folks. That could be a tough development for the Presidents as the third quarter comes to an end.
And that basket is no good. The buzzer had already sounded before Nguyen got it off. We'll take a look at Hung's three as the end of the third quarter happens here. Again, Red Raiders on top 66-39, and Hung again deep and drains it.
He's way downtown there, and he drains it. So that's his first hoop of the second half after 19 points in the first half. So he's got 6 3-pointers, John. He's got quite a night tonight. He's got 22 points, and one of the things that's impressive when you look at the North Quincy High score sheet is the balanced scoring. You had mentioned early on that all 5 guys out on the floor had scored, and while they've only had 6 in total score, the group that's been out there, like in the third quarter, 4 out of the 5 players scored. And, you know, there's been good balance, great ball movement. They're really showing some terrific balance. And I like some of the things that Coach Barrett's done. He does a terrific job with his teams. He made some adjustments there when Quincy started to crawl back into it. And North now is sitting on a 27-point lead here after a really explosive third quarter.
Nice look down low, and Colm Geary is going to finish it off. Ethan Gow with the assist. Yavu's back in. He's going to shoot the three, and it's no good. Paulsgrove's trying to take away from behind Tyler Lee. And it's going to go off North Quincy. Quincy ball.
See that little no-look pass there? Lee looked to his left and then tried to slide it through. I go back to what, what's this?
Looks like they're going to call Yavu's for a foul. I did not see that down there. He was...
I think the coach is trying to find, oh no, he fouled out. So interesting. Not sure what it is that he did, but he's out of the game. So that's unfortunate. He was playing pretty well. I was mentioning Martin Dunham in his pregame scouting report about North, that they've got players who can shoot, rebound, dribble, play D, that are really balanced and multi-talented, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight.
Ugush shoot the three around the rim and no good. And foul's going to be called on Colm Geary.
Yeah, Coach Barrett's not happy with Colm Geary. Geary and Little are really going at it. They're just wailing away on each other. And that time Geary got called for a departing elbow as they ran down the court. So the officials are watching that.
Loose ball, and it goes into the hands of Colm Geary. And nice defense there by Benny Nguyen to hustle down the court and strip it away. He has the ball. Nguyen finds himself wide open. He's going to shoot the three, and he drains it. And we'll see. They're going to say the basket is good, and then there's a foul on the floor.
They got Little that time. Little and Geary just aren't letting up on each other. And off the ball, Little was called for taking a shot at Geary. So drained three by Benny Nguyen, but another foul on Little. And Quincy now has 16 fouls.
Aaron Hung with the ball. Colby St. Marie is checked back in. A nice pass there by St. Marie to find Colm Geary for two.
So Geary coming in and doing a nice job down low, John. And here's Nguyen, who's done a nice job low, high. He's had a terrific second half.
And driving in there is Jordan Edge. Can't get it to go. Quickly up now, Colm Geary. And again, Geary down the court for two.
We talked about this in the first half. North in the transition. They go from defense to offense exceptionally well. As soon as that ball's turned over, they are shifting into fifth gear and heading the other direction, and it's one of the reasons they've had such offensive success.
Nice defense there by Ethan Gow. Almost creates a turnover, and St. Marie will get called for the foul as Derek Little will go to the line to shoot two. And we'll see here the Colm Geary replay as he drove down the line, down the lane, excuse me.
Nice job, and you see the 30-point lead there for the Red Raiders. They're up 72-42 as Derek Little goes to the line.
Coming in for North Quincy, number 1, Nico Mortel, another sophomore for the Red Raiders. Tyler Lee will go to the bench. 1 or 2 for Little. Nguyen driving in, tough shot there, can't get it to go. Little's hook can't get it in.
Yeah, Little with that little jump hook.
3 there by Gow, no good. St. Marie comes down with a rebound though. Mortel, he finds Hung open for 3 in the corner, and that one's no good. Lopes a long 3 and he hits it.
Downtown. Dylan Lopes. He's a guy who should have his hands on the ball more for Quincy offensively.
Lopes 12 points here tonight for the Presidents. Mortel driving in, strong take, can't get it to go. And St. Marie is there to put it back up and in.
I gotta tell you, Mortel coming in and really contributing as well. There's a lot of players contributing for the Red Raiders.
A strong take to the hole there by number 23, Jordan Davis for the Presidents.
Yeah, we mentioned Davis early on when he came in. He got the ball almost right away. But you could see there, he's in the flow of the game. He's more comfortable. He looked good there finishing.
Mortel with the ball now for the Raiders. Driving baseline, gets cut off. Looking for some help. Finds Gow at the three-point line. 6 on the shot clock for North Quincy, and Benny Union comes away with a steal. And he'll lay it up and in for an easy 2. And timeout's called by Coach Dave Parry. North Quincy with a big lead, 74-50 with 3:30 left to go. We'll take a look at the replay. This is the Davis
penetration, yeah, nice lefty finish. Well done. So you would expect with Parry calling the timeout when he did that Quincy will be coming with some full court pressure. I'm sure North's going to be ready for that. North's handled the press very well, pretty much effortlessly here. And so that's a factor. It makes it a little difficult. You know, you look for buttons to push in a game, and Coach Parry does not necessarily have the press button to push. So he may have just been giving a tired group of guys a little bit of a break, because it looks like they're going back and they're going to play straight half-court man-to-man, but that perhaps is what the timeout was about.
And Lopes will get called for the foul on the reach-in as Mortel was trying to drive down the sideline.
Well, we're going to be looking at one-on-ones now for a while if this happens. I got to tell you, just really impressed with Mortel and Gow, the way they've come in, and there's been no drop-off. They're very, very confident and comfortable. And these two young men, Gow is sophomore, Mortel is sophomore. You can tell that Coach Barrett's just trying to give him some experience in this game. And they are ready for it. Remind me of the Gould twins, you know, 2 guys who can play and don't back down from anything.
Foul's going to be called on North Quincy. Eddie Nguyen, number 3, is checked back in for North Quincy as well.
Oh!
Driving in there was Will Cook, but his shot's going to get blocked by Gary.
Gary got way up for that one, and he timed it beautifully.
Lopes kicks it off to Derek Little, and no, they're going to say a charge is going to be called on Lopes.
Jackson Zhao, the senior, we loved him out on the football field, and that time he's showing he's a smart athlete as well. He picked up the charge, well done, and so we're under 3 minutes, John. 76-50. I'd have to say the outcome's been determined. We'll just see what the players can do as we close out this game.
Nguyen, tough corner 3. Wow, he hit that. He was literally right in the corner, Jim, and Nguyen drains it. Tough angle on that shot. Wow, that was impressive.
That was big league. Yeah, Benny Nguyen just showing some terrific stuff tonight. He really has. he was very assertive early in the second half when Quincy was trying to get back in it, and has shown no hesitation at all. There, a nice little pick steal. He reached in and got the ball away from Zhao. Well done.
And Nguyen driving to the hole, and he'll pick up the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Wholesale substitutions coming in here, Jim.
We're going to hear the North fans go wild. I don't know if we can get a shot of them. There they are up on the left. They're really enjoying this ball game, and a robust goodbye to the guys heading out, and a welcoming cheer for those coming into the game. And right away getting into the scorebook with a quick rebound, Zach Taylor, number 31.
Also in number 4, Nate Caldwell, freshman for North Quincy. Rebounded there by Thomas Murray, sophomore, number 43 is checked in, and Murray puts it up and in.
I'll tell you, the whole gym erupted on that one. That's number 43, Tom Murray. He's only a sophomore, huh? So
we'll take a look at Murray's basket here on the replay, Jim.
oh, well, there you go. Only a sophomore, and he's getting replay action. So good for you, Tom. With 1:30 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Q Scott is also checked in for North Quincy as well. He's a sophomore.
Wow.
And wow, Benny Nguyen. He has had an impressive night here tonight, Jim, as he goes strong to the hole, gets fouled, but puts it up and in as well.
Terrific take. Just really, as I said earlier, this young man's just been very, very assertive.
Nice play there by number 31 for North Quincy, Zach Taylor. He was trapped, had nowhere to go. Throws it off to the Quincy defender, Adam Reinhart. Mortel drives in, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound though. Kicks out into the corner. And 3 shot there is no good by Q Scott. And a nice drive there by Nico Mortel for 2. Hallsgrove kicks it back out to Nguyen. Nguyen strong drive and puts it up and in.
I have Nguyen with 21 points this half. 23 for the game.
.20 seconds to go here in the game, and Mortel will get fouled, and he'll go to line for a 1-on-1.
Well, there's not a lot of good to talk about from the Quincy perspective here in tonight's game. It's been a start to finish thumping by the Red Raiders, but this Benny Nguyen performance tonight, definitely a bright spot. Benny is only a sophomore, if you can believe that. And North's got its own group of sophomores. I mean, it speaks well to what's coming in the basketball programs here in the city. But I'll tell you what, Nguyen just having a game and then some. He may want to announce his retirement tonight. I'll tell you, I would have given the consideration after a game like this.
Nguyen looking to pass and gets intercepted there by North Quincy. And that will wrap things up here. And North Quincy, a convincing victory over their crosstown rival Presidents, 82-59 the final score.
Well, tough loss to the Presidents. A really terrific win for North Quincy. They were assertive and confident start to finish. And Quincy's got to get back to the drawing board for their next matchup, John. So,
all right, we'll run down the scoring. As you said, Jim, Benny Union came on very strong in the second half. He had an outstanding game. He finishes with 23 points to lead the Presidents here tonight. Dylan Lopes, he had 14 points for Quincy High. Drew Paulsgrove, he had 8. Derek Little had 5. And rounding out the scoring, Jordan Edge had 4. Khan Yavuz had 3. And Jordan Davis had 2. For North Quincy, leading the way was Aaron Hung. He had several three-pointers here tonight. He finishes with 22 points. Steve Dalla had 18. Colby St. Marie had 6. Colm Geary had 6. Tyler Lee with 7. Nico Mortel finishes with 6 as he comes in towards the end. Agu Ugu with 5. And Thomas Murray had 2 to round out the scoring here for the Red Raiders.
yeah, well, terrific night if you're a Red Raider fan. A rough one for Quincy, but there were some bright spots. And I think that I was very encouraged to see the state of basketball here at North Quincy High with this boys team. These guys look good. It's been a few years since the program had the prominence of the Gould twins in that era, and it looks like they're heading back in that direction. So that's a real positive for Quincy. They've got some work ahead, but they've got some talent there too to work with. So hopefully, we've got a few more weeks left in the season. It'll be interesting to see how things develop, John.
All right, we want to thank all the students at North Quincy High School's TV program for coming out and helping us make this possible here tonight. Also, the teacher at North Quincy High TV, Doug Feinberg. Great job to all of them behind the scenes here tonight to make this game possible. So again, final score here at North Quincy High School, the Red Raiders 82 and the Presidents 59. For Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. We want to thank you for tuning in to this co-production of a QATV and North Quincy High TV production program. Thanks for watching.